Greetings, adventurers. I'm Dragroth, and welcome back to Tasty Planet Forever. Alright, let's get back to it. The main course. Eat. Only these fish. Apparently these fish are assholes for some reason. So we only gotta eat them. Can't eat other fish. Just these. Just the lionfish. Just the lionfish. In Melver, they call them fan fish or something like that. Because they look like a fan. I'm not a big fan of this level so far. Give it a little doodle up. Little below it. Yeah, get out of here. Yeah, come here. Yeah, you too. But Lord, yeah, you want to go? Yeah, you want to go. Yeah, keep on. Come on, bring it, yeah. Give me all that. Oh, blam. I mean, you can't really fail the level. So doing like the little special objective, I guess, is optional? Yeah, get out of here. Blam, blam. Yeah, give me, yeah. Maybe I can eat a big one now. I sure can. Yeah. Oh, shit. I ate one wrong fish. There we are. Dang, that was a good score. Cans and cars. Okay. So I ate the cans. When do I eat the cars? Give me that can, damn it. He's looking that way, so... Or not. Apparently, I thought the eyeballs were supposed to follow, you know, like the next object to eat. Those are barrels. Can't eat those yet. Yep. Ah, toilets. Eating toilets. There we are. Mattresses. Wow. We're eating all kinds of garbage. And actually, that's something, the older games have a gallery. This one doesn't. This one does not have any kind of gallery to, you know, like actually look at all the items you've eaten. All the other ones did. That's something I just kind of wanted to point out. Between a rock and a sharky place, so. Well, guess that's all I'm eating over here. Let's say, oh, scuba divers, huh? Oh, seagulls. Sorry, red-footed boobies. Yeah. Actually, what's really funny, one thing I've been watching or listening to recently are crazy just stories about people. And, yeah, I've heard about some things. One of them was called The Tale of Greg the Wolfman, and it was a very interesting experience listening to it at work. I will give it that. You know, it's kind of funny. I've always said, yeah, I enjoy listening to stuff like that because it's intriguing, I guess, at the most. I guess that's the nicest way to put it. It's intriguing. Cringe can be very intriguing. That's, put that on a t-shirt. Cringe can be very intriguing. So, yeah. But, what was I saying? I don't even remember what the hell I was talking about. Oh, yeah. Cringe. Weird people and the like. But, yeah, it comes to make me realize, you know, hearing a lot of these stories and stuff, that not everybody that's, like, into something is, like, a weirdo. But, at the same time, there are a lot of weirdos out there. I guess. Ow. Shit, that hurt. There was also another one about, it was called, like, the tale of... Yeah, look these up on YouTube, by the way. It was, like, the tale of... Oh, God, I'm trying to remember. Oh my god, I'm trying to remember the name. Let's say, it wasn't Wolfman Greg. I can't remember what the hell it was called. That's the bad part. It wasn't Nova, maybe? Something like that? Yeah, it was some, like, half of it was, like, D&D or cringe. I'm like, yeah, we get that here and again. As a D&D player, we get our horror stories here and again. And end up with cringe. The worst thing you can ever bring to a D&D table. I'd rather have fist fights at my table than cringe. So, actually, no, I'd rather just cringe at that point. Well, yeah, and people are gotta be cringy and stuff, but no, there's some extremes out there, and holy crap. It was a very interesting story, I guess is the best way to put it. I just realized this one doesn't have blood like the last one. I can't eat that big whale. Not yet. I can't eat the boats yet. I just gotta keep... There's helicopters. Oh, sweet. Ah. Amphibious helicopter. Is that a thing? Oh, give me another. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know there were helicopters up there. Couldn't quite see that far without jumping. But... yeah, it's kind of funny. I wish I listened to a lot of Dungeons and Dragons stuff while I'm at work, and D&D horror stories. Crit Crab, D&D Doge are usually the ones I listen to, and it's pretty great if you ever are interested in TTRPGs or the weird, crazy crap that happens to people. There you go. There's something for you. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just ate trees. I'm eating entire shipping containers. Shows you how big I am. I can't even break those down and dismantle yet. But, yeah. If you're ever interested in stuff like that, definitely check out like Crit Crab or D&D Doge. Loot Goblin Marketplace is also another good one. Loot Goblin Marketplace is pretty cool. Oh, so I was just like a baby dolphin I ate, huh? Yeah. Okay. Not big enough for you. Now I am, bitch. Ow. Man, why are these dolphins eating people? Echo got fucking mad. Echo's done gone rogue. He's gone insane. He's lost it. This is not like the first game where they instantly kill you. I hated the ocean levels on the first Tasty Planet. They're like my least favorite. I'm not a big water person, so. The exception is Subnautica, I guess. I fucking love Subnautica. But, so, yeah. Oh man, I'm trying to remember. What the dude's name was for that one bout of cringe. I don't think it was Nova. Oh my god. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember the cringe, and that hurts. Oh my god. It's bad, because I remember a lot of details from the story, but... yeah. Oh my god. I'm trying to remember everybody. I'm trying. Ugh. Anyways. Yeah, I think it's kind of funny because, like, I see a lot of people get bad rep from just being part of a group or a fandom or whatever. It's like, you can be a part of whatever you want, but you cannot deny there's going to be cringe people about it. And there's going to be really weird people or sickos or, you know, people that belong in prison there. You're not going to be able to deny that no matter where you go. You have to accept the fact that people are not going to like you just for that. And it's kind of funny. It's like, I was talking with a friend of mine about that one time because I had somebody ask me if I was ever, you know, like given shit for being into like tabletop RPGs and stuff like that. You know, I was like, not really, because I kept it between like me and my friends and that's it. Nobody else really knew or gave a shit because I kept it between myself and I, and that was really it. You know, and what other people doesn't know don't hurt. Well, depending on what the situation is. If you're doing something illegal, then yeah. But, you know, like, yeah, we were given shit for being, you know, the video game nerds and shit like that back in school, but outside of that, it's kind of funny. Now I hear of, it's kind of crazy. Now I hear certain things that are happening, and I'm like, man, we were the weirdos. Funny enough, at the same school I went to, I hear, you know, stories about the quote-unquote weird people there, or weird kids there, and I'm like, man, me and my friends were the weirdos for playing Dungeons and Dragons and video games. Tell me how much sense that makes. Because I've seen like 10 times worse at this point, and I really don't know how to say it, but you know, it's like, man, how things have devolved. I used to be weird, I guess. Man. I kind of think it's funny that stuff like that does happen, though. I'm not gonna lie, I find entertainment in it. I find a lot of entertainment and cringe. So. And that is probably the best thing ever. Honestly, it keeps me cringe, listening to cringe, not being a part of cringe or around cringe. It keeps me going. Yeah, I'll sit there with an earbud in and just listen to just the most crazy stories about stuff. And especially like RPG horror stories. I thought about posting one myself because I have a couple of them, and one of them is just something else. It's like, oh man, I have just a great story about cringe from playing D&D. It's it was a bad experience for me, especially because I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. Nah, but oh, Jesus. I think I had seen it all at that point, though. I think I have. Well, I keep saying that. And then every time I say, I think I've seen it all, something else comes up and is like 10 times worse. Look at these garbage boats. They're just dropping vehicles down here. I assume they're gonna stay on screen, right? You guys aren't gonna leave me. Garbage ship. Yeah, your ship's garbage. Scuba snacks. Okay, well, guess we're eating people again. Ow. Oh, they're just getting shit out of the boats. Okay. Get away from that. It's mine. These are my scuba divers. I'm spawn camping, right? Would you really just kind of drop your ass off in there? Let's be honest. Like, any logical person would be like, what are you doing? Coming right for me. Yeah, look at all these people now, bitch. Look at all these people I got. You can't have any of them. Fuck out of my way. I'm busy here. But, yeah, seeing just cringe in general is Absolutely hilarious. I even encounter, like, some of the most just cringe people ever in my day-to-day life sometimes. And, usually I just am like, I can't say anything. I just don't know how to react to it in person. I can laugh at it when it's somebody else, but when it's me that sees it in person, I'm just like, well, you know, maybe the internet's where I belong at that point. No, I've seen some strange things in my time. Trust me. I've seen some very strange things. I wouldn't be able to tell you what the worst was, though. That's the sad part. I really wouldn't be able to say what the worst thing I've ever witnessed was. Trying to think. I don't know. I think one of the probably worst things I see, honestly, is people that don't know how to take care of themselves or just don't take care of themselves. For example, there's people out there that just don't, you know, I kid you not, I've encountered people in person, and I still do to this day at my job. I encounter people that smell like they come from a Smash tournament. And yes, I mean that in the meanest way possible. I'm like, some people just don't, you know, take care of themselves. It's just, ugh, like, come on. You know, least you could do is rinse off or something. Ugh. I have one so bad, actually. I had one person a while back whose odor was so bad, I had received complaints about it. And I'm like, I agree with you, but there's nothing I can legally do. It's just like, I really don't know what to tell you. I can't do anything. That's above my pay grade, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm just letting it out now. I'm just letting it all out. I guess that's a good thing about what I do here with YouTube, is that it gives me a way to vent my frustration sometimes. Or you have people that are extremely bombastic regarding their interests, and you really don't want to know. Like, you don't want to know about it at all. Because sometimes it's something really weird. You know? Or something that's just so outlandish. People say the damnedest things. I think that's what I'm trying to say. For example, I've had people just straight up tell me about their, like, personal issues. And it's like, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Would you like your receipt? I think the worst thing that's ever, you know, that's ever happened was I had somebody, you know, well, you know, how was your day? That's, you know, the typical, you know, greeting. How are you doing today? And dude looks at me and he goes, my dad died yesterday. This is his only fucking response. And I'm like, just say not so good or something. Like, the fuck am I gonna do with that information? It's like, yeah, I feel bad for you, but I really can't tell you, you know, there's no response to that. I think it was, well, back when I worked at Dairy Queen, funny enough. I used to work at a Dairy Queen. Yeah, fuck that place. But, used to, for a reason. Now I've moved on to bigger and better things. But, yeah, I had somebody that looked at me, you know, I'm like, how are you doing today? Oh, I'm doing good. Just put my dog down. earlier today. I'm like, and you're doing good? Like, what? Okay. You know, I really don't know what to tell you, but I'm sorry to hear that. Wonderful. It just flabbergasts you, you know. It just flabbergasts me, and I don't know how to respond to it. Usually. It just catches me so off guard that I just go completely silent, and I'm like, bro, I am not built for this. I am not. My brain and all of its stupidity is not wired to handle that. Just random bouts of just shit that I didn't ask. And, yeah, it gets pretty crazy. If you ever worked retail, you probably know. Yeah, and also retail sucks anyways. Actually, I sat down and watched a movie the other day. I was like, holy shit. It was called Unhinged. I'm like, oh my god. And sadly, the tagline is very true. If you haven't seen it or don't know about it, go look it up or watch it, or, you know, legally watch it. But I'm just like, sad part is that crap like that actually happens, and people don't believe it. You know, I'm not going to give much of a synopsis of the movie, but, you know, some people just lose it. Some people just need some stress relief. And I think my best stress relief is probably VR, working out, stuff like that. Give me that. Yeah. Give me that, I said. Yeah, get out of my way. Damn boats are getting in my way of my helicopter eating. Ah. Come here. Come here, bitch. Oh, I got the hiccups. Anyways, but yeah, it was an interesting experience. So, go watch the movie, see for yourself. I recommend it. I wouldn't even know what to call the genre other than scare the fuck out of you. Horror, I guess. And let's say, it's not even much of a scary movie. But it's scary when you look at the tagline, because the tagline says, he can happen to you. Or something like that. And I'm like, oh wow. Yeah. A lot of people don't think about that. That's why I say, be nice to everybody. You know, you never know what somebody's going through. But at the same time, I don't need to know about your dog. Or all that crap. When I ask, how was your day? I don't need a sad-ass answer. I must say. And not everybody's built for, you know, to handle stress. And it's kind of funny. It's like, that Let's Play is probably going to go up later. But I played Postal Redux. You know, Postal, the original Postal is something else entirely. It's an experience. Because you have, how should I put it? You end up with, I wouldn't say much of a game. The gameplay in Postal is poo-poo garbo, honestly. The gameplay in Postal is very basic. If you didn't enjoy the first level, you're not going to enjoy the rest of the game. But I didn't play it for the gameplay. I played it for the fact of what it is. To me, Postal is a piece of art. And I think the ending describes it best. And, you know, when you start looking at the menu and looking in between the lines, you see, you know, this narrative that is sadly kind of realistic. And it can be. Baby elephant? Oh, wow. Oh, hungry, hungry rat. I'm a rat. Home elephant migration routes are littered with landmines. What? 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 That's a real thing? Okay. Apparently that's a real thing. Clearing landmines is a slow and dangerous task, unless you're a highly trained mine-sniffing rat. Too late to trigger landmines. With great sense of smell, these rats can quickly clear patches of land. Only the best ones are chosen. Hey, wait, where'd that little round rat come from? Plant matter. Oh, I'm a fat little rat, too. Okay, I'm eating termites, I guess. Would rats eat bugs? Probably. But, hey, no. Get, you can fuck off. Trying to take my dung balls. I gotta make sure that he doesn't actually take that. No, you don't. Because I'm gonna need that to get bigger. I'm assuming that's a dung ball because that looks like a dung beetle. It's just a ball of poop. Yeah. Why do dung beetles collect shit anyways? Let's be honest. You know. Like what's yeah, it's a dung ball. I figured. What's your purpose for this? I ate a dung beetle. But regardless, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing it. Oh my god, that's a big ass spider. He's goofy. Look at another one. Goofy ass spider. Get out of here. Is that spider eating mice? Or chinchillas or some shit? I don't know. I don't know anymore. But regardless. Yeah, Postal has this narrative of some people just eventually lose it. And that's what happens. Some people just eventually lose it. There's no... By the end of the game, you don't feel like a winner. You're left there looking at the screen going, wow. And you feel like an asshole. You're like, I did that almost. You know, like it was... There's nothing more to the game than senseless violence. So if you look in the manual, it expands on that. Because the diary of the postal dude in the first game, it's like, oh yeah, you know, he's talking about this hate virus and how people are affected with it, and he's the only one that's immune and stuff like that, and he's trying to get help from the sheriff. He lost his mind, and he thinks the whole world's after him. And some people snap like that. And he's trying to stop it, you know. It's like, oh my god. That is pretty twisted. But some people just snap, I guess. And like I said, I think the end of the game says it best. Is that stress and stuff like that can cause people to just lose it. Anyways, I'm going on a goddamn tangent here about crazy stuff. So, oh god, I just hit my mic. Anyways, that's gonna be all for this part. Thank you all for watching. Check out some of the stuff that I played. If you want more Tasty Planet, check out the other games and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.